Oklahoma's latest unemployment rate is nearly 2 full percentage points below the national average, meaning Oklahomans are finding jobs and getting back to work. But as Jason Doyle reports, it also means they're able to demand higher wages from employers who are desperate to restore their workforce to pre-pandemic levels.
Oklahoma workers are in demand as the state's economy continues to show resilience in the face of a worldwide pandemic.
You see this when you drive around the state. You see help wanted signs in front of every business, right? This is a signal that people aren't coming in and asking for jobs, but that employers are trying to lure people in to accept jobs.
The most recent Oklahoma employment report shows the state's unemployment rate dropped 0.2% from June to July to 3.5%. The numbers also show Oklahoma workers are certainly in a better position than a year ago and better than the nation as a whole.
In Oklahoma, our labor force numbers are at or above pre-pandemic levels. And so in Oklahoma, when you see a low unemployment like this, it really does signal that the labor market's pretty tight.
Before the COVID-19 pandemic hit Oklahoma in March of 2019, Dawn Norton thought she had landed a pretty good job.
I took what I thought was going to be my dream job in January of 2020, and we had no idea what was coming, what was about to happen. I was in the hospitality industry, and I ended up furloughing in the early April 2020.
Just as her furlough was about to end, her dream job was eliminated.
COVID created a lot of uncertainty, and I personally was surprised by my layoff. I was completely caught unaware by it.
Norton's path would take her away from hospitality marketing and into a marketing position with Express Employment Professionals.
It's been fantastic. The hours are better. I have a great work-life balance. And there's a huge opportunity for growth for me. I'm getting to try new things that I haven't done before.
Because of the demand for workers, people have been able to find better opportunities.
In the surveys we do at the Kansas City Fed, we're definitely seeing increases in wage pressures. So firms having to offer above what they would consider normal wages to keep or attract workers.
Federal Reserve Bank Oklahoma City branch executive Chad Wilkerson says the numbers he's seen show a definite tilt in favor of job seekers.
Looking at the labor force participation rate, it is up to 60.6%, I believe, after dropping considerably more during the downturn, but that is almost back to its pre-pandemic level as well.
Are employers having to raise what they're offering as far as compensation goes to attract qualified workers?
They are. I've seen it in terms of if it's hourly, I've seen some go up as much as $3 an hour. Salary, I've seen salaries go up as much as $10,000, annually. Lots of sign-on bonuses, lots of creativity, lots of retention bonuses.
Betty Taylor with Express Employment Professionals says remote work also has changed the nature of competition for qualified workers, pitting state employers against higher paying out-of-state jobs.
I've seen a lot of companies on the coast or in larger cities kind of start to feed into our workforce to offer remote work to people who are here. And obviously, those jobs probably pay more because those cities are typically cities that are more expensive to live in.
Workers also are being offered the opportunity to advance through extra training.
And some companies are taking advantage of that through apprenticeship programs, partnering with OTECs, partnering with colleges. I see more and more clients willing to train.
The state of Oklahoma currently offers workers a free program called Skill Up to obtain skills which can often lead to better jobs.
It's a doorway to allows people that maybe they're focusing on a certain skill set in terms of like leadership or management. They want to be able to find a job that takes them to maybe a higher pay level.
The state recently extended the program through January 2022.
To help them improve their skill sets in the marketplace, help them get better skills so that they can apply for jobs that pay higher wages, and an opportunity for them to have a better life.
Early research conducted thus far suggests the 3 federal pandemic assistance programs, which offered hundreds of dollars in additional assistance and was discontinued by the Stitt administration, did not play a significant role in keeping workers on the sidelines.
But I think a larger piece of the explanation is really this societal piece, that people really are rethinking how they engage the economy. And people really are beginning to rethink, not in mass, but certainly enough people that it shows up in the data.
Even though things seem to be optimal for members of the workforce, there are signs of a slowdown on the horizon.
So consumer confidence, is at a pandemic era low. Home builder sentiment is low. National retail sales dipped in July. When you look across this month's labor report, you see a couple of sectors that shed a few jobs rather than posting some job gains.
That sentiment played out in the July employment report, with leisure and hospitality, along with education and health sciences, adding jobs, while the trade, transportation, and utility sector, along with the ever-important manufacturing sector, shed jobs.
If the economy is a car going down the highway, we're not, the Delta variant's not hitting the brakes, but we've definitely let our foot off the gas a little bit, and we're kind of coasting to a slower speed.
Jason Doyle, the Oklahoma News Report.